it's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Wait, 20! Hey, watch the out. Hey, check it. Wait, 20, hit! Watch it,
Brady now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd and 2, Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Ja'Kai Polite came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the football will come out to the 20-yard line.
11.
Garoppolo on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Garoppolo. And Anderson's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. On the catch, it's Crowder.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He finds his target. It's Crowder. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Under 10, 10, 11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he...
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Hey, echo.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Stop your whining.
Check 52.
Check 3. Check 3.
Check it. Sugar.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. 22 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Brady now on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. A big play there for New England. 46 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Check it, reload. Hey, orbit. Hey, hey.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Mark 55, Mark 55. Watch the run, watch the run.
Go Bandit. Ozzy.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Michelle on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
That one complete to Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On 2nd down and 4. Garoppolo, a screen to Bell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They go play action here on 1st down. Caught here by Bell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
White. 65.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. This one caught by Crowder. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones, and we're the
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And this is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Edelman was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got Lacoste as tight end. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Now he'll escape to his right. Caught by Wilson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that play is able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo steps away to his left. That's complete. It's Bell. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Garoppolo now eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And Bryant's kick is good. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
64, weak. 12.
To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? In this case, they managed to get it done.
That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you, Smooth.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He's looking deep for Bell. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
21. Recon, 132 fighter. I got one.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Throw complete to Herndon. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert!
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
From midfield, here's Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Henry Anderson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. Gold 50. Hey, exit.
Now a play fake. Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
12, fellas, here we go. White.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And Anderson's got it. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Garoppolo now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They run with Bell on 1st down as he'll get forward for about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Here we go. 180.
First and goal, New York.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
On second down, here's Brady. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
He don't know no better. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. And watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 23, Linda! You ain't going nowhere. Shadow!
From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to air one out. And the defense loses him. It's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown on the year, as they are able to cut into that lead. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for two. Now Brady again. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I'm going to run you 61. Matchbox.
They'll go again with Bell. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. And this will be caught at the 30. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Jets will extend their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Hey, 66.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's
Hey, Alpha.
55 mark, guys. 55.
53, Linda.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. It's complete. It's Miller. And now look at him go. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Scott Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it second down. Garoppolo looks to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Jets will extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From the 31, Brady. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
X3, 218, chop it.
Shift, watch the shift. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
72. When he hit.
On play action, now Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for New England. 54 yards. They only needed a little bit, and they got a lot. A great job just grabbing the football away from the defender there.
And remember, it was 3rd and short, so the defensive front played run. They didn't pressure the quarterback. That meant despite the coverage downfield, they had a chance to complete the play, and they did.
And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him.
Here we go.
Pretty nice round number.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Lock.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. C.J. Mosley in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check.
Hey, Zoo.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Mike 55. Mike 50. Hey, check it. 55. Check it.
Brady going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught at the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Brady. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.